Hello everyone, welcome to this webinar. I hope you all are fine. We are pleased to tell you we have launched BUSY Recom. So now our customer can purchase the subscription of BUSY Recom and he can download the data from the e-commerce portal like Amazon, Flipkart and Shopify. In this webinar, you will learn what are the challenges of e-commerce sellers and what solution we providing through BUSY Recom. I will tell you this also how to generate the license from for BUSY Recom from HiBUSY and how to activate the registration key in BUSY so user can use the BUSY Recom. After that, we will see the practical demo, look and feels and how to work with BUSY Recom, how to download the data and how to view the reports of e-commerce. Now we are starting the webinar and if you have any doubts and queries, you can send us in Q&A and I will resolve your queries at the end of this session. Now we are starting. So please listen this topic carefully and for queries you can send us in Q&A. First of all, let me explain you what are the challenges of e-commerce sellers. Suppose I am an e-commerce seller. I sell mobiles through e-commerce like through Amazon, through Flipkart, through Shopify. What challenges will I face? Number one, consolidated accounting. I am selling my products through Amazon, Flipkart, and I have multiple channels. And then how to manage the accounting? Because the marketplaces is doing payment after some deduction like commission, TDS, and TCS, and the other charges also. So if I am maintaining manually accounting, then I have to summarize the amount and do some calculation manually. Then I will enter into BUSY. E-commerce seller transactions are more high, so this work is not easy. It is also a time taking process. So this is the pain point of e-commerce seller, how to manage the accounting if I am selling on e-commerce portal. Number two is order and returns management. E-commerce seller transactions are more high, you know that. For recording these orders and return transaction is also a time consuming process if I post manually. And tracking of return is also complicated, like this sales return comes against which sales invoice. So this the tracking is also not easy, and this is also a pain point for e-commerce seller, how to track the sales return and how to enter the order transaction, because order transactions are in bulk. Number three is payment reconciliation. The marketplaces do not release payment in this for single sales transaction. They have payment cycle, like Amazon have 7 days payment cycle. They will release payment against many sales transactions. So the reconciliation is also very tough, because how to track the invoice, how to track the bills, like this bill is cleared or not. This is also very uneasy task. So the payment reconciliation of the marketplace is also complicated. This is also a pain point for e-commerce seller. Next is GST compliances. How to manage the GST compliances? If you are an e-commerce seller and if you have multiple GST, then how to manage the GST compliance in report and filing, etc. And the B2B and B2C transaction with GST. So the managing of GST is not easy for e-commerce seller. Next is matching return goods. Like goods are showing return on the marketplace portal, but the product is not received physically. How to track this? Like I sold 3 products and only 2 received physically, 1 is pending. So how to track this? So this is also pain point. Next is reporting part. So e-commerce seller needs MIS report to analyze the data. Then he can take the decision for the business, like which items are top most selling, which are the what are the profit of the items, what are the important reports. So these are also a challenge for e-commerce seller. Now we are presenting our solution, BUSY Recom, one-click reconciliation with e-commerce. This is the best solution for e-commerce seller. They can get relief from their challenges. If e-commerce seller use BUSY Recom, their work will be very fast and smooth. Let me tell you how. Like first is integrated accounting. So accounting entries provision is available with BUSY Recom. Only user have to configure once, and BUSY Recom will post all the transaction, all the accounting transaction automatically with correct amount and correct accounting effect. So the accounting problem is resolved with BUSY Recom. Next is order and return management. Through BUSY Recom, user can download the orders and return transaction directly from the marketplace portal with single click. No need to download any third-party tool, no need to download any Excel or CSV. User can directly download the data from Amazon, Flipkart and Shopify, and the data will post automatically. Next is payment reconciliation. So user can download the payment reconciliation transaction from the marketplace portal with single click. No need to reconcile manually, because BUSY Recom will save the transaction, will save the payment transaction, payment settlement transaction after the reconciliation. So the payment reconciliation is automatic in BUSY Recom. So settlement is very easy with BUSY Recom. Next is GST compliances. So GST report will be generated easily, and 100% compliances will be managed. Doesn't matter you have multiple GST, BUSY Recom will manage the both B2C and B2B transaction with GST references and with accurate compliances. So this problem is also resolved with BUSY Recom. Goods return verification. So good return verification feature is also available with BUSY Recom. After posting the sales return transaction, user can update the status. This product is received or not. This product is to be received or lost. So user can track the goods return. So this feature is also available. And the last thing is MIS reports. So in BUSY Recom, we have many reports to analyzing the data, like payment reconciliation, top SKUs, profitability reports. So we have multiple reports in BUSY Recom. User can analyze the data, user can view these reports, and he can take the better decision for the business. Let's move to prerequisite. Means if user want to buy the subscription of BUSY Recom, then what are the requirements? First is compatibility. BUSY Recom is not available with basic and blue edition. This is the first condition. If user want to use BUSY Recom, the user have to purchase standard, chevron and enterprise emerald edition, because the order feature is not available with basic and blue. So the compatibility is, the BUSY Recom is not available with basic and blue. It is available with standard, chevron, enterprise and emerald, and currently this is not available with BUSY Online also. Next thing is software version. So software version should be BUSY 21 release 10.4 onwards. So if you want to use, if user want to use the BUSY Recom add-on, then have to install BUSY 21 release 10.4 onwards. BLS should be active in the license. This is the third condition. If BLS is expired, then user cannot use BUSY Recom. So have to renew the license, have to renew the BLS. BLS is must. Internet connectivity. So to downloading the transaction from e-commerce portal, the internet should be reliable. Next thing, separate license. So this BUSY Recom is not free of charge. User have to buy the separate license for BUSY Recom. Then he can use BUSY Recom for downloading the transaction from e-commerce portal. Email ID is required. One valid email ID is required for the communication, for the configuration. And the next thing is super user authorization. So only super user of the company can activate the license of BUSY Recom, and only super user of the company can configure, can integrate the marketplaces. Only super user can perform these activities. Sub user can only download the data, and he can view the reports only. And the note is Recom plugin is available for India only, not for overseas. So these are the conditions. So if user want to buy, user want to purchase the BUSY Recom, then this condition will be fulfilled. Next, what are the steps to be followed? Like for Recom, for using the Recom, step 1 is, first in the company user have to register the license first. The step 2 is user registration. So email ID is required for this step. Third is integration with marketplaces. So user have to add the marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart. User is selling through which marketplace, so have to add the marketplace, have to integrate. Step 4 is configuration part. So the transaction will be download in which series, and the other configuration have to configure in step 4. Step 5 is after the configuration, user can download the order and return transaction, and in step 6 user can download the settlement transaction, payment settlement transaction. Step 7, good return verification. So in the step 7, user can update the status of good receive or not. And the last is reporting part. So after downloading the transaction, after updating the status, user can view the reports, user can view the multiple reports as per the requirement. So these are the steps user have to follow. And now let us see how to activate the registration key in BUSY. Like first we have to open the company, and the BUSY Recom option is available under add-on. So we have to move to add-on, and the third option is BUSY Recom. Just we have to click on it, and after that this prompt window appears, and in this window you can see the serial number is showing. So serial number will pick automatically, and the registration key we have to specify here. Click on save like this, and your registration is validated successfully. Now user can use the BUSY Recom. So this is the registration process. Now I will show you, I will explain you what are the looks and feels of BUSY Recom, how to download the orders, how to configure. Let me explain you one by one. So this is my BUSY, and let me open my company first. BUSY Recom registration. After registered the BUSY Recom, the next window is for email ID. So user have to do the registration, like a valid email ID have to specify here, and after specifying the email ID, click on send OTP. OTP will send, and enter the OTP and verify OTP. So the user registration is complete. The step 2 is completed now. Step 1 is Recom registration, and the step 2 is user registration. In step 1, we have to specify the registration key and validate this. After that, we have to specify the email ID and validate the email ID through OTP. So step 2 is completed. Let me open the another company. This is the sample data of BUSY Recom. So after completing the user registration, this window appears, and in this window you can see some details are showing, like validity up to the validity date, the last date of validity, and which order count I purchased, which plan I purchased. It's showing 12,000, means plan A. Consumed order counts, like 1300 to 7 orders I downloaded already. So the pending balance is 10,673. So these are my pending balance. I can download the pending balance orders. After that, just click on administration, and here there are some options. Like first option is change email ID. In this option, you can change the email ID. You have to specify the email ID and just send the OTP and verify OTP. Your email ID will be changed. Add marketplaces. The second option is add marketplaces. Just click on this, and here we have 3 options, like Amazon, Flipkart, and Shopify. So we can download the data from Amazon, Flipkart, and Shopify. First, we have to integrate the marketplace. Select your marketplace and specify some nickname, like Amazon 001. After that, the window will appear, and here you have to log in your e-commerce portal account and authorized. After authorization, your marketplace will integrate with BUSY Recom, and you have to now you can proceed for next step, like order configuration. So we have to select the marketplace first, and in this window we have to configure for order configuration, like my order will be download in which voucher series, my return transaction will download in which voucher series, we can select here, and sale types will be what, so we can select here. Party name we can select, like drop down list will come, and we can select the party, and the additional information like order ID, order return date, MP invoice, credit note number, order item ID. So for this we can enable the voucher option fields, and the item description field we can select here and save this configuration. So my order configuration is completed now. Now we can download the orders directly from the e-commerce portal. For payment configuration, just click on payment configuration, select your marketplace, and select your general voucher series here, party name, bank account, and you have to select the accounts for the accounting effect, like TDS account and TCS account, shorted and excess, reserve accounts, miscellaneous income, commission fees, courier fees. So these are the charges of e-commerce, and we have to select the accounting effect. We have to select for accounting effect, so we can select the accounts. So if I am downloading the payment transaction, then which account will be effect? So we can select the accounts here, save the configuration. Now my configuration part is completed now. After that, we can download the transaction. So the first option is download orders. Just click on this and this window appears for download orders and return transaction. In the first option, we can select the nickname, the marketplace nickname like Amazon Nicer. And in the second option, you can see the date range. So here we can specify the date range, like I want to download the data from which date to which date. So order start date like 28/4 and the end date is 28/4. We can specify the 7 days gap. In this option, we can select user want to download order transactions only or order and return both transactions only. So we can select the both options also. If you want to restrict, you can untick. After that, just click on download option and your transaction, like see, it's downloading. So all the transactions are showing from the marketplace portal, and you can see only you have to click the save button. Your transaction will be saved like this. So the process is very fast. You can see only you have to select the marketplaces, specify the date range, and just click on download button. After that, only you have to save. Now see, my process is completed, my orders are downloaded. So through this step, we can download the transaction directly from the e-commerce portal. Let me tell you again, like if I want to download the data from Flipkart, specify the date range, click on download, and now see all the transaction will show, and click on save option and your transaction will be saved. So this process is very fast, and you can see your all the transaction downloaded in very few seconds. Next is how to download the settlement, how to download the payment settlement. The second option for this, download settlement. In this window, you can see for download settlements, select the marketplaces, specify the date range you want to download the payment settlement transaction from which date to which date. So you can specify like this, click on download option and see. So these are my settlements transaction, and in this transaction you can see on bottom. So like in the first transaction, payment date, settlement ID, previous sold, net sales, expenses amount, and all other charges are showing, and the details are showing in the bottom. You can see. So in this settlement ID, these are this payment is released and for these transactions. You can see the details in bottom. After verifying this, you have to click on save button, and your all the transaction will save in few seconds. Now see. So these are the steps how to download the payment settlement, how to download the orders and return transaction. After that, in the third option, you can see the verify good returns. How to verify the good returns? So let me tell you. Just click on this option, select the marketplace, specify the date range. Now see, all the return transaction will be loaded in this report, and here in the received quantity option, you have to specify the received quantity, like this sales return is completed and this quantity received physically. Now see, the status is updated. This is the sales return transaction. One quantity is received. In this transaction, you can see the two quantities in it, and one quantity is received and one quantity is pending. So it's showing to be received means one quantity is received and one is pending. So this is partially completed. So we can select the status and we can update the status in this report and save the data. After that, you can check, you can track the goods returns. Now see, so these items are received, these items are not received, you can see here. And the last thing is reporting part. So here you can see there are multiple reports. Like the first report is payment reconciliation. In this report, you can check the reconciliation status, like payment is received or not received against this sales. Let me show you. Select the marketplace, specify the date range 1st April to 10th April, and see report is opening. So in this report, you can reconcile the payment, like the first transaction. You can see this is reconciled. The status is showing reconciled, means payment is received against this invoice. So transactions are showing here. Let's see. Let me change the date range. So this report you can see for outstanding balances, and here see the status, like these transactions are reconciled, means payment is received complete, and partially received means some payment is pending, some payment is received, and payment awaited means payment is not received against this order, against this sales. So we can check the status in this report. This is for payment reconciliation. The next report is settlement summary. In this report, you can check the status of settlement, like the how many payment settlement we downloaded in BUSY, and see the status is showing, the settlement ID and all the expenses are showing here. And after entering on this transaction, all the details, all the source detail will show like this. So this payment is received for which invoices you can see in the payment settlement summary report. Number 3, order ID history. So in this report, you can check the status of any particular order. Let me show you. So this is my order number, and let me copy this, paste, and okay. Now see. So in this order ID history report, we can see the status of any individual order, like this order ID history is showing for sales, sales return, and the settlement also. This is the order ID history report. Next is order listing. In this report, we can check the total number of orders. Like on 1st April, how many orders we received. So in this report, we can check the list of orders. So this is also an important report. Next, top selling SKUs. So in this report, we can see, this is a very important report. In this report, we can see which items are the topmost selling, like as per quantity based, as per amount based, we can see the status. Like these are my top items, and we can filter as per quantity, as per amount. So if I want to see against as per quantity, we can type Q. If I want to see as per amount, we can enter A, and here we can specify the numbers like C. So these are my top 10 items as per amount. So this is very important report for top selling SKUs. And the last report is marketplace item wise sales. In this report, we can see which items selling sold by Amazon and Flipkart. Like see, this is the item, and 4 quantities sold on Amazon and 1 quantity sold by Flipkart. So this is the market wise item sales price, item wise sales report. So these are the reports. So this is a short demo of BUSY Recom, how to configure it and how to download the transaction, how to track the goods return, and how to read the reports. This is very best solution for e-commerce seller. And if user want to purchase this BUSY Recom, then he can smooth their business, he can smooth their process. For purchase BUSY Recom license, user have to contact our authorized channel partner. Contact details you can see on the screen. Your customer can contact our authorized channel partner, or he can contact us also. The contact details is 5*82, you can dial, and this is 24/7 helpline number. So this is BUSY Recom, and this is the best solution for e-commerce seller. I hope you understood the process of BUSY Recom. Thank you very much.